welcome to another episode of the morning newspaper briefing. My name is Double Gifts and I have here our in-house analysts.
Nathaniel Ajakaye.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Gift. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Hope you slept well.
Good to see you.
Yes, same here, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go right into it, giving you the headlines that are making waves currently in Nigeria. We'll begin with the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper headline has it that Omicron, states resume testing, demand funds. Variant spreads to 23 countries. According to the Punch, state governments have said they will resume and increase mass testing for COVID-19 following the detection of the Omicron variant of the virus in the country. Next, we have the Guardian newspaper. 31 million PLWDs suffer as 23 states neglect disability rights. As Nigeria joins the rest of the world today to mark the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, IDPD, over 31 million community of persons living with disabilities in the country has called on governments to quit paying lip service to their plights and match words with actions. The Vanguard newspaper has it that Senate, Aviation Ministry at war over new national career. The Senate and Aviation Ministry may be on collision course over the new national career, Nigerian Air being put in place by the ministry on behalf of the federal government, according to Vanguard. The Nation newspaper says pressure on Buhari to reject electoral amendment bill. President Muhammadu Buhari is under pressure to withhold assents to the Electoral Act Amendment Bill. The Daily Trust newspaper says crude oil drops below $70 as travel ban threatens recovery. Daily Trust reports that the crude oil market continues to suffer from bearish sentiments caused by the new Omicron COVID-19 variant, which has pushed crude oil prices below $70 per barrel. Lastly, we have the Daily Independent newspaper, which says choosing PDP candidates will be turbulent, Governor Wike. According to Daily Independent, the choice of who becomes the flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the 2023 presidential election will be far from a mere walk in the park. It may be characterized by some degree of normal turbulence. Those are the headlines we have. We'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll discuss these headlines with you. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. So, Mr. Nathaniel, you've heard the headlines we've had this morning.
Yes.
What's interested you the most?
Yes. I think there are a lot of interesting, headlines in the papers above, in the sense that looking at Wike, his action, his expression, saying that APC is heading towards damnation, towards crashing,
and it's
like
be a
plane.
struggle picking the PDP presidential candidate
from the PDP, as a party.
Yes.
So I think these are some of the issues that a lot of persons are interested in hearing, in the sense that as at last week, the governor of Kaduna State, that is the person of El-Rufai, he was equally saying the same thing like this, that people should not listen to
the PDP.
The PDP. That is the person of Shehu Sani, that is the senator.
Yes,
that people from listening to him and also equally following him.
Yes.
So, what I'm trying to point out is that these are not the things we need currently. The country needs other things. The economy is suffering. So talking about party issues here and there.
Yes, that is important. But also picking the presidential candidate that will lead the country is also quite important.
It's important. It's true.
Yes.
Because we know that APC has not really put themselves in order, and it is because of this that Wike is saying that, considering APC or predicting that APC is going to crash, and also calling for support for citizens to vote for PDP. Yes. So, in line with all that, what we still need is a good candidate.
Yes,
whoever
of course,
the candidate is coming out from, it should be a candidate that is coming to represent the interests of the people, not the party interests. But the whole thing now has been boycotted to what? Party interests. And
I think that's what I was going to say. The credibility of the candidates is what matters the most, no matter the party coming
have
from.
the country at heart.
Yes,
because leaders are meant to have the country at heart, or they are meant to see the country first before their own ambition. If not, that is not a true leadership or leading system. So equally, the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation, that is the person of Abubakar Malami, he made some expression as at yesterday, saying that the administration of Buhari will not hesitate to or shy away from releasing names of those who are involved in terrorism in the country. That there are internal persons, and we also have external body
who have hands in
who have hands in terrorism. That is from other countries. That soon, but they are trying to be careful in releasing those names to avoid errors. So, but the question is that it's taking long.
Yes,
many persons are saying that it's taking long. So
because if you know these people, why not call them out?
Yes, that is what people are saying, that yes, it is time these names should be released so that we can have an end to all these challenges.
But you pointed something out which is important, to avoid errors.
Yes.
So you don't defame somebody. You need to have their
facts. You need to
right.
finish your findings. Yes. It's okay, but what is there that we hopefully that this is truly done. It shouldn't be politicized, in the sense that the delay, sometimes when certain things are delayed, it might become denial. So we just hope that these names are released and the government, follow it up. Because although arrest has been made, some persons have been arrested, but the full list is what is about to be released. Yes.
So we learned that today is the International Day for people living with disabilities, and then these people have come out to ask the government to shy away from lip service, like the things that they have been promised should be accorded to them. And we see that people living with disabilities, they are as a disadvantageous position in society.
Yes, I think people living with disability in the state, these are the vulnerable people that definitely certain advantage should be accorded to them.
Yes.
In the sense that some persons tend to see these people as nobody in the society.
Whereas these are just considerations, things like that.
This is God creation, in the sense that this is how they were made. It can happen to anybody, so it shouldn't be a parameter.
Some people were not even born like that. Accidents,
these are natural occurrences, and so these are things that can happen to anybody. So it shouldn't be a yardstick for you to avoid people. And today is their day, so and the whole world is celebrating them.
Does what it has promised
definitely, because there has been
people.
So much on the issue about the vulnerable people in the state,
in the society generally. So also there has been governors plan to start mass testing for COVID-19 all over again because of the new COVID-19 variant, the
Omicron virus.
And then they are soliciting for funds.
Yes, some countries are even saying, like when I was going through a paper, I heard the UN, the United Nations, was saying that there is need for more funds in order to take care of some countries like Iran, Afghanistan. There are about 6 countries like that that needed this fund, and they complained of shortage of inadequate facilities to get this done, and they were still calling on people to give more funds. So equally,
who are these people that want to give more funds?
Yes, they are calling on individual bodies, and even government bodies, to contribute into this situation, to see how people will be catered for. Because according to the record, they said that there is an estimated amount that they gave, that by 2024 or thereabout, that a lot of persons will be homeless.
Wow.
According to the United Nations report. So these are
That's
issues that
should be looked at.
Yes, a huge number. Yes, so they gave a very huge number in millions. So I think these are things that every country should wake up and look at this new lineage of coronavirus, or the COVID-19 that is unfolding. So again, while I was still going through the paper, I still saw where they said that Kanu hearing.
Nnamdi
Kanu hearing
has been
resumed, and then it will be coming up by January 18th.
Okay, so what do you
Yes.
think about that, the whole case entirely?
Well, the whole case is a battle, in the sense that definitely the eastern part of the country is clamoring for cessation, and then through the person of Kanu. So, and the federal government also do.
The
see
vice president made a comment concerning this cutting away thing.
Yes.
He says if this happens, poverty, the rate of poverty is going to increase.
In the
Do you
east.
think that is
Well,
feasible?
yes, well, because there are requirements for a country to
Stand on its
yes,
own.
to stand on its own. There are requirements in the United Nations Charter. So one of these requirements is source of income.
Okay.
Yes.
And you think
What-
the
yes.
East
What-
does not have...
Yes. What are the source of income that these people have? What are the natural resources? What are these things that you know can help the people to stand? So the population. So do they meet up with the population? And then the boundary. So why taking the boundary? It shouldn't be something that you interfere with other persons, territory. So these are some of the things. So I think before the vice president will make that as action, he might have carefully checked as a professor of law.
course,
So he
of
might have
course.
carefully checked. But it is now left on the part of the Eastern to work, seriously to see
Towards
that,
that,
yes,
if
towards
that's what
seeing,
they really
if that
want.
is what they want, and then see how they can prove certain things wrong. But
Okay.
ordinarily, a lot of persons have also said the same thing from out there, although not in paper. Some are still clamoring and saying that, yes, these people are not yet ready, while some are saying that they are ready.
Yeah,
and
but they
then
have
so-
claimed that they are ready and they are ready to do whatever. We could see how there was the Biafra war before now. So even if, do you think it's going to happen like that again? Are they going to just peacefully
I
let them go?
So,
or
the world has
the
gone.
battle?
Yes, the world has gone beyond, using too
Wars.
much, force to attain certain things.
Yes, that's
Now
true.
things are achieved on, a roundtable meeting, negotiation,
True.
and what have you. So, except in cases where there are so much, conflict, or there are some political sentiment that is backed up either by religion and ethnicity. So that is where some of these things can come up, But these are things that can be negotiated. These are things that, yes, through roundtable, meet with the international body, international association, where you can discuss these things, and then definitely you get your result.
Yes.
So instead of resorting to war,
To
even
violence.
though war cannot be stopped in the world, but at least
So
we
there are
still
ways
hope.
to go around
Yes,
it.
we can still have limited peace, or there are ways in which we
course.
can balance issues.
There are
in the state.
diplomatic ways of going about these
Yes,
things.
definitely. So that
Okay.
is.
I think that's the size of the package we have for you today. Thank you for joining us. Please do follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook and on Instagram at Aspheric News, and we're on YouTube at Aspheric TV. My name is Dabur Gifts. Please do join us again. Mr. Nathaniel, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye.